everyone, welcome once again to my channel. This is Intuitive Edge, where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. It's time to take a look at the month of April to see what might be coming up. I will be checking in intuitively. We'll be right back and I'll get started. Okay, so as I open myself up in a light meditation and I ask about the energies coming up for April, the first image that comes to my mind is that of I believe it's the Supreme Court. I'm seeing people carrying signs and protesters, and I feel a big sense of anticipation and expectation and wondering what the ruling is going to be. It feels like I'm standing at the steps of the Supreme Court with a bunch of people, and everybody's like, they're expecting and waiting on what are they going to rule, what's going to be coming out. What I feel with this is when the ruling is announced, it's like the news pundits and everybody is pivoting to, okay, how is this going to affect people? How is it going to affect the people that are affected by this ruling? What is this going to look like? How is this going to change things? Then I'm getting this sense of rolling out. And I'm wondering if the White House is going to roll out something now that the Supreme Court has ruled this certain way. What's the rollout? What is the fallout? What's going to be coming next? I'm pulling into Amy Coney Barrett. I don't know if she is going to be the one writing either the pro opinion or the dissenting opinion. But she's somehow going to be, I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing her as a front for the Supreme Court, but she could have a pivotal say in the ruling itself. I'm also feeling something about a merger or a monopoly that, I think this is the United States, there could be some ruling around a monopoly and a merger. I feel like this could affect the tech industry. It could have to do with that. There was something with not Starlink, but another satellite company wanting to merge. And I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's going to be some intervention there, perhaps. I'm wondering if there's going to be something coming in with that. Because I sense something wanting to merge and then not. Or there could be discussions around not. We'll have to see how that plays out. This feels like it's a really good month for personal growth for anyone interested in that aspect of their lives. Personal growth, spiritual growth. There's a lot of energies coming in April to support people's journeys. More clarity, more insight into themselves. And so this is a great month to maybe read a book on that or start a regimen of self-help, personal growth, spiritual development, anything like that. This is a really powerful month to implement new things in that area. All right, so I thought I would take a look at the tarot to see what messages come through for this month or what may be coming up in the next several weeks. As I was shuffling, this card came popping out. This is the King of Wands. So when I see a king, usually it refers to a prominent person. It can be a world leader. It can simply be an executive or somebody that is prominent. And the next card that popped out as I was shuffling was the Five of Wands. This is a card of conflict or struggle. Then I pulled another card, and this one is the Moon. So some prominent person, there's a struggle going about, and the Moon has to do with things that are hidden. Could be hidden enemies. It could be things that are, sometimes it could be deceit, but there's something hidden, not ultimately seen, but it's fueling some type of struggle with a prominent person. The next card I pulled was the Two of Wands. This is looking at the future coming up, so I do think it's coming up. And the next card I got was the Eight of Wands, which means things coming quickly. So there could be some situation coming up, dealing with a prominent person, having a struggle with the Moon. This could be hidden enemies too. So I did get the card Temperance, which is about balance, patience, waiting things out. holding the line. As I was just shuffling, I decided to pull more cards. And this time I got the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles, usually when I am shuffling, to me, it symbolizes President Trump, this particular king. So the next card I pulled was this card of heartbreak or betrayal. So I'm wondering if there could be a prominent person that's dealing with a struggle, has hidden enemies, something coming quickly, and perhaps President Trump maybe could be affected emotionally. So there could be something. And then I got this card right on the heels of that, which is sad, having to move on, dealing with grief or sadness. So I don't know if this is something coming up, but the cards, I feel like there's something here. The next three cards I pulled were major arcana. We had the Lovers card because I was asking, is this Donald Trump? Is it his family? Is there some issue coming up? And Lovers indicates a strategic partnership. I also had the High Priestess, the card of intuitive wisdom, knowing, going within, and then the Magician, the card of alchemy, the card of pulling things together and creating something new, some big new thing coming. So there could be something with Donald Trump, maybe with his family or circle of influence. There could be a betrayal, maybe somebody in his administration. Something is concealed, and it feels like it could be a personal, direct, either attack or something that happens within either the administration or the family of Trump, perhaps. I'm going to see what else I get on this, see if anything else comes up to clarify it more. So I just shuffled up. I wanted to ask a little more. Does this have to do with Donald Trump's inner circle, his family, his cabinet? Is there something going on that's kind of hidden or concealed? The first card out is the Four of Wands, which to me symbolizes family. So there could be some sort of family issue going on. This is the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of working on something. Let me see. There's something coming up perhaps with his family. Here's another 8. We saw this 8 in the last spread. This is about things happening quickly or coming up very soon. This is a messenger underneath, the Page of Wands, saying that there's more coming up too. This is something to pay attention to. Now we have the Nine of Swords. This is in the past, what's moving into the past. This is a card of grief, sadness, or loss. On the future position is the Ten of Pentacles. This is also a card of family, but it has to do with money, finances. And this is the card, I call this the triumphal entry. This is the Six of Wands. A card about an announcement. Something coming up. Some announcement, something to be shared, something important. And the environment around is a kind of a card of risk. This is the Five of Pentacles. So this feels like there's a lot of movement coming in. Like this is going to be a little bit murky or unclear. And it feels like waves of maybe emotion, perhaps some grief. And above that, the Four of Swords. This is about a break, a rest, a respite. And the outcome is the King of Swords. So this could have to do with a prominent person as well. And then underneath, this is the Ten of Swords. This is a card of endings, something sad. It also means the end of an era, the end of something. And also with endings, there's always new beginnings. That's what endings signify. It's a new era, a new path forward. But I would definitely say there's something going on in Trump's inner circle and possibly his family in the month of April that could be a challenge emotionally to pull through, to move through. I don't know, maybe somebody gets sick or has some sort of betrayal. So that's kind of what I'm pulling in with that. So I want to look abroad, international, and asking about, I know I had some of my viewers from Canada asking about Canada in a previous reading. So let's take a look at Canada. Let's see what's coming up for Canada. So this card popped out as I was shuffling, the Four of Pentacles. This is a card of security, stability, wanting to hold on to what's yours. You know, it's interesting, the energy of this card, as I'm looking at the artwork. In the background, way up at the top there, you can see what looks like the silhouette or an outline of a city. And then this crow down here holding on to his wealth, what's his, what he feels he needs to protect. And I wonder if there's this energy of wanting to hold on to what's yours and protect your wealth or protect like the people. It's feeling like the people, and this is representing the government here. So like the city, the government, and then this person here wanting to protect, hold on to his wealth, hold on to his, what he feels is his. The sun was laying out as I set the cards down. This card came falling out. So maybe this gives some hope there. I want to take a look at this for a minute. This sun card, this crow is flying in to this white horse, and he has like a red scarf or something with him. And he's flying in, landing on this horse. And this is a very positive card, obviously, the sun. So there could maybe be some movement in a positive direction for the people up in Canada for what they are going through, feeling. Whoop, this card just popped out. There's a messenger. Okay, messengers tells us there's something coming in. There's news coming in, more to the story. So there could be something coming up about this, about the need to protect, the sun energy coming in, maybe to shed light on something, also to bring positive energy, and there's a messenger coming in. Messengers oftentimes give us hope. Here's another card falling out, another messenger. The Knight. This Knight of Pentacles sometimes can indicate things that feel like they're slow getting going. Like you're wanting something, but it feels like it's taking a long time or taking longer than it should. Let me see what, let's do a couple more shuffles here and see what's coming up for Canada. What can Canada, is there going to be any shifts or changes? Maybe some good things coming down the pike. Some things to look forward to in terms of government. I know there's some issues there. Some people are feeling uneasy. What is coming up for Canada in the near future? Maybe this month. Well, I guess I better go chase that card. It fell on the floor. Oh, okay. Well, this is a nice happy card. This is a card of family, celebration. So with the sun and the celebration card, it makes me think that there's some good news coming. And maybe that's a welcome change for some people. Wow, okay. Let's ask one more thing. What is coming up in Canada that's going to be shifting or changing? Is there going to be some sort of shift or change in the government or some type of announcement coming up? Remind me when y'all have elections, because maybe this could tie into elections. So maybe, I don't know. Let me know when your elections are. So I don't follow Canadian politics too closely, so I don't know when y'all's seasons of elections are. But let's see if that has something to do with it. Is this like a shift or a change in the representation of government? Something that makes people feel happy? Let's see. Let's see, what else for Canada? Anything else coming up that we need to know about Canada coming up? Let's see. It's going to pull the top card here. This looks like the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. I usually see this card as an opportunity. There's something coming up that's going to move things forward. And usually it means that there's something that's going to bring change. It's an opportunity for something to be different. Any last word on this that would help us out? I'm going to pull one more card here. Let me shuffle up again. One more card for Canada coming up. Is there something coming up that's going to shift or cause a change, either with the people or the government or something there? What's going to be coming up for Canada? Second here, I want to shuffle up a little more. What's coming up for Canada? Canada, Canada, what's coming up for you? Let's see. Okay, the Two of Wands usually speaks to the future. There's some shift or change that is a net positive, I think, overall, coming up in the future that's going to bring an opportunity. Let's read these backwards. A shift or change coming up in the future. It's going to bring an opportunity that could bring some happiness, some joyful times. Although it may feel like it's a little slow getting started, there's a message coming in that it will be a positive thing overall. So even if it feels sluggish or slow, things are going to be a little more positive. And it's going to lead to more stability and security and people feeling safe and secure with their selves, their belongings, their finances. So overall, I think there's some good stuff coming for Canada. Again, it may be slow, but I think it'll get there. Hang tight, y'all, in Canada. Keep the faith. Stay positive. All right, I think that's it for this video. These are just some initial impressions of what I see coming up for the month of April or beyond. It could be a little stretched here and there. Timing is not exactly precise on the dot, so at least that's my experience with intuition. All right, everybody, take care. We will see you in the next video. Bye for now.